One, two, one, two. Welcome back to another episode of Sneaks Rhymes in Life. We are going to get into sneakers this time. I'm your host, Lionel McDonald. So let's get into, haven't really chopped it up about sneakers. We had the spring shoes, we had shoes that kind of early jump offs that you had to have if you're, knee deep into the game to start the year. And I would tell you, it's kind of slowed down. We had Thunders, and yeah, there was the Lucky Green ones, and then obviously we had things went crazy when things happened with both Yeezy and coming back full circle with Ye, and obviously Adidas coming full circle. So let's talk about the shoes that will really kind of get things going in summer. So we'll call it this episode the Summer Sneaker Spectacular. That's what we're going to call this one. So, what are the shoes that you should consider if you're looking at summer shoes? And we know that and there's been some Jason Tatum energy along with some Ja Morant energy on. We know that Ja's kind of messed up. He's now suspended for 25 games from the NBA. Some people think it should be worse, but hey, he's still coming out with shoes. I don't think there's really a color out there that I'm going to suggest. We got the pink happening in the Tatum one, but I think if we're going to talk about shoes shoes that we should definitely consider, first off, I think I will go say, it's been absolutely wild with the energy now behind the Adidas Samba. Yeah, it started last year. We had celebrities. They were wearing Fifth Ave in New York. They were wearing in Soho, New York. Very limited. Boutiques had it. Aritzia had it. Adidas then had it. Well, a lot of other retailers are going to have it. That is a shoe must. People are gravitating. Dudes want black. Women are crushing the white. It is looking super fresh with shorts or cargos or big jeans, you name it. Like that's the way it's going down. The old boyfriend jeans happening. But I would tell you, Samba is gotta be on your list of a shoe that you're looking for the summer. Particularly if you're looking for that casual look. So Air Force we know is still king in the marketplace. So very special. They've with the 50th anniversary or birthday of hip hop that's going to happen in mid August on the 11th. And Nike's come up with a pack. It's a hip hop 50 pack. So we got a blazer, we got a dunk, and we have a beautiful white and silver Air Force that's coming out. It's already out in the marketplace for that matter. You definitely can get your hands on it. Not a huge release, but if you are a big fan of hip hop, this is going to be one that you definitely want to be checking for. Now, Puma dropped, continues to drop several colors of Mellow Ball shoes. So Mellow Ball 1 we've with the lows, and then Mellow Ball 2 in multi different colors. So I definitely think you got to check for Mellow Ball and see what's out there. We have to talk about was we talking about Puma, and I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the second and third colors, but the Stewie 2, the ruby red is absolutely fire. This is one of the best looking women's basketball shoes on the market. It just also happens that Stewie is now moved to New York. She's playing for the Liberty and is absolutely tearing up. Like early favorite between her and Jewel Lloyd to be MVP of the league, just based on how they're playing right now. Their style of play, that they can pass, they can shoot, and obviously can rebound and defend. Second to none. But Stewie's leading the league in points at over 25 a game. So Stewie is balling out in Stewie too. So Brianna Stewart, shout out to you. That is unbelievable what you're doing right now. Hopefully you can keep it up with the Liberty. Looks like a collision course in the WNBA between the Aces and the Sun again. But I think the Liberty are going to have something to say as they build their chemistry together with all of the changes they made in the offseason. So keeping it moving. We got a crazy one, a yellow version, and there's gonna be lots of Adidas crazy ones that come out. We got one mid-July. We got back in the mix. I think it has been out since like 2007 or 2008. We got the Chambray Jordan 7, so that black with a almost like a purplish blue for the old heads. You're definitely on that one. Not everyone loves sevens. Yeah, we got the infrared white sevens. Not everyone's feeling it. Chambrays, people are going to be on that. People are going to be rocking that for their back to school shoe. Then we get to the end of July, and maybe the shoe of the summer, which was the UNC Jordan 1. Now, Jordan 1s, people say they fell off. People are all over fours and talking about threes and some of the other things, New Balance and some of the other joints that are out there. I would tell you Jordan 1s have not fallen off. This Jordan 1 UNC is one that they've been asking for some time. After we got the taxi blocking and we got the bread toe, this is it for anyone that loves the Jordan 1. This is a must cop. Like you may not be in the game anymore, but for those that love the UNC colorway, this is one for you. Then we got the Palomino 3. It looks good. People that love threes are definitely going to get this one. So that's definitely one you should consider. We have the return of the John McEnroe Mac Attack. So there is the Mac Attack in multiple different colors. I think the red joint looks the best, but there's also speculation. I don't know if it's a one of one, but like the gray that's in my hat for those who are watching on YouTube. And again, this is available on Google as well as Spotify and Apple. There is a Travis Scott version. Now, for the hypebeast, I'm going to say the Mac Attack is garbage, but as soon as you see Travis Scott put it on, they reverse the swoosh, you're going to see this is John Blaze, and you got to have it. So call it what you want. I don't know. I personally like the OG colors way better than any Travis Scott joint, but you're going to have to decide from yourself. Shout out to Success, one of the new brands that are now being carried at Foot Locker out of Montreal. I got the shirt that I recently picked up. So, it really sneaker inspired. And again, the saying that's on the back of the shirt, which I wish I could show you, but it is sneaker contact or shoe contact before eye contact. So pretty dope. Success. You're doing big things. Really amazing to see the brand grow. So back to the sneakers. We have maybe the best Air Force One coming out this year. We have been talking about this one for some time. Terror Squad Air Force Ones. We know Fat Joe is one of the biggest sneakerheads. I don't know, you could fight Dane Dash and Fat Joe, who's got the bigger Air Force. I know that Clark Kent trumps them both, but we're getting a Terror Squad Air Force One. This one is absolutely fire. You got to have it. You got to check this one out. I definitely think if you can get your hands on it, know it's going to be limited. I think you got to have a look at this one and see if you can get your hands on it. Next up, several Air Max 90s, Air Max 1s. We got a University Gold one. It looks like just a couple of shades different than an infrared or, orange and some of the other ones we got. So I definitely think you have to check for that one. We got a Penny 2 Panda. Not a big fan. Although I like Penny 2s, don't love this color, but I think it's something you got to consider that comes out actually the end of this week. So before we get to July 1st and Canada Day. Definitely got to check for that. Bad Bunny's got another one, an Adidas Response. I think only available through the Adidas app that you can get on that one. So if you're a big fan of Bad Bunny, I think he's dating the Kardashian. It is what it is, but I definitely think if you're interested in Bad Bunny product, and they made some dope ones, the Campus. He's probably one of the best ones they made so far. You definitely may want to check for this. And then New Balance. We know New Balance is popping off. So there's lots of colors in 550s, 574s, 990s. I don't like version 6. I'm a version 3 or a version 4. People like 5 and people love 6 currently in the marketplace. So there is the one of the latest readers. It's kind of the big chunky dad shoe, 9060. This one is probably one of my favorite shoes from the year. Multicolored. It looks like a rainbow. It's called Prism Pink, Prism Purple. It is absolutely wild. The colorways, it's like a rainbow on your foot. There's lots of fun shirts you could wear with this one. I think if you like 9060s, this is a must cop if you can get your hands on it. I think it's going to be limited because you don't make a multicolor shoe that looks like this very often. So if you can get your hands on it, definitely check for it. Love how they bring back old school shoes. So I think as we hit July 1st, and these dates are again kind of loose. So They could slide into July. Sometimes, these July 1st dates move into August because there's so many shoes lined up. But we got a Bronx Air Force One. Again, arguably could be the best Air Force. I would go with the Terra Squad. We got the Mac Attack. In another color, again, that's that red crush that I talked about. But we got the Alpha Force 88 joint. Charles Barkley was on these things in like his fourth or fifth season. The OG white, black, and red. So for those that love that one, got to be on it. And then we're stirring the pot one more time. We are getting, for those that love it, and it's a cult classic, we are getting the more up tempo with the big air on the side, OG color, black, white stitching, big air bubble all the way through. We're gonna get that one. Says July 1st, but I think it's gonna come out sometime in July, definitely before back to school. And then in the running game, we know that the Vomero Nike shoe is absolutely taken over, is arguably one of the most comfortable shoes in the market. So we got a pink, we got a red in women's, we got a mystic red in men's, and we know that some of the other colors have blown out earlier in the year, like some of the silver reiterations. There's a blue, and I think there's like a brownish one that's on the market. And those are kind of reach colors. The shoe is dope. And again, if you didn't get a gray, you may have settled for this, but Mystic Red with the silver in it is a must cop. If you love the Vomero, you definitely got to try and get on that one. Again, a Sport Red Jordan 1 or Air Max 1. And actually, I think I said Air Max 1 in a University Gold. It's a 90. So might have checked for that. Then by the time we get to mid-July, we got a women's black and orange. I think it's fire. Jordan 12, for those that love Jordan 12s. The Huarache comes out another color. There's the OG ones. There was a pinkish reiteration. We're getting a Bordeaux airbrush. The airbrush looks crazy in terms of the details. And then I think we get two amazing Jordan 1 lows to wrap up the month. We have the UNC Chicago women's low this time. We got a mid, and that one went crazy. We're now getting a low, and then we got a black toe low. People are going to be going crazy. And I think all the lows in Jordan 1s, those two plus, now people didn't love the cement high, but there's a women's cement low, which is the one they should have released from Jump. That comes out in late June, actually this week, this Saturday or this Friday. So those are the three best lows. Cement low women's, UNC 1 to Chicago low women's, and then Black Toe are definitely the three best Jordan 1 lows coming out. And then as we roll into August, I mentioned the chambray it's going to be out. We got a Union Jordan 1 coming out in women's. We got several Jordan 2 lows. We just came out of the Cherry Woods, looks fire. Commanders fans, so you got to get on the Cherry Wood too. If you love that one, you got to get on it. We got a red cement Jordan 4. And mixed reviews. Those that love 4s, my boy John Edge, he's definitely going to be on this one. We also have a varsity Royal Jordan 2 low in women's, and they don't make shoes that are royal in women. So I think this is definitely a buttery one to look at. We have the first Jordan 38. It's the one that Kiki Rice from UCLA, she wore in the tournament. So definitely got to check for that. Then the Jordan 4 of the summer is the Frozen Moments Jordan 4 for women's. It is fiery at the same time. Definitely the Jordan 4, if you can fit into it. I don't know if there's going to be extended sizes, but this would be the one. And then we wrap up the summer with a Kobe, looks like an all-white Protro Kobe 8. So those are some of the ones to look at. And I think if I look at my list here, there's a 96E Castle Rock. There's a couple in New Balance. Definitely is going to be some more Yeezys out there. There's a Granite Yeezy coming out, so don't think Yeezy times have slowed down or stopped. They're going to still pump out Yeezys. There's a soft pink Jordan 2 that comes out right as kids go back to school, Labor Day time. There's a J Balvin Jordan 3, which I think is fire. Definitely one you should consider. Don't want to get into some of the September shoes too deep. No, we got a Chutney Jordan 2 low, which looks amazing. And also we got a Field Purple Jordan 12 on the 18th of August. So if I kind of give you the rundown of some of my favorites for the summer, if you're copying five, here may be the five that you got to look at. Uh, Kobe 8 Pro. Uh, the number one shoe would be the UNC Jordan 1. Frozen Moments Jordan 4 would be number 3. I didn't mention it, but I'm going to mention it now. Think it's going to land in the summer. I don't think we have a confirmed date. Someone said August 12th, but that might be the date. But that would be the return of the Burgundy 5 that have been out in 15 years. So that is straight bananas. Put gas lighter, put the lighter fluid on it. This one is for the OG heads. You got to get on this one. Yeah, Mac Attack definitely got to be on my list. Travis Scott, if it comes out, we know people are going to go crazy for it. People going to hate on it. Again, it's at the Red Cement 4, but people are going to love it anyways. There's the Born and Raised Dunk SB. I think people are sleeping on it. People are going to want it. Then we got Black Toe Jordan 1, OG Up Tempo. And then as to round out the list, I have to put the New Balance Prism Pink of the 9060. Best colorway so far. I know we've gotten some beautiful ones that have collabs. Prism Pink trumps them all. Sorry, Prism. I keep saying Prism Pink. I don't know when I say Prism Pink, but it's Prism Purple. That is the one that trumps all of them in the 9060. And then I have to give a shout out to the Alpha Force 88 old school Barkley joint. So there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of great shoes that are coming out in the month of June, July, and touching into August. Gave you a dab on September and some other great things, but September through the balance of the year will come crazy strong. Save your dough if you think you need those defining moments. Jordan 11, one of the best Jordan. I'm glad that I way back in the day when that pack came out, I got it in Detroit. So I know I got those, but definitely if you never got your hands on those, that is a must cop. If you caught one shoe for the whole year, and I said it in the onset, you need defining moments Jordan 11, however you slice it. So there's a lot of great shoes out there, a lot of great heat. Got to spend your money wisely because you cannot buy everything. It's absolutely impossible. But some exciting stuff coming for the summer. I think the summer, sneaker summer is better than hip hop summer unless we get some stuff that's going to drop. Now, I know there's been a lot of stuff happening with Hip Hop 50, and there's some amazing shows. 50, Snoop, there's the Hip Hop 50 show in Detroit where we're getting Rakim and EPMD and KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane and Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. So there's a lot of shows happen. Obviously, we get into fall and we get Wu and Nas again on the remix tip. We knew LL's doing his thing. So there's a lot of great hip hop. We're just not getting a lot of hip hop albums. But right now, there is some straight fire when we talk about sneakers still available hitting the summer. So got to manage your time, got to figure out what works for you. But some straight fire sneakers are coming in June, July, August, and even into September. So thanks for listening. A great episode of Sneaks Rhymes of Life. Wait till you see the reel, and I can give you some visuals on some of these sneakers, but there is a lot of straight fire sneakers that are coming out in the next few months. That's going to keep the momentum. Great stuff to be wearing with shorts. And, I know people can still be rocking the tech fleece, even though it's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside, or like 36 Celsius for my peoples in Canada. But, the reality is there's sneakers for everyone. Wear what you like. Don't worry about what anyone else says. I just kind of gave you some of my favorites and some of the ones that have hit the launch apps and some of the sneaker files and Kicks on Fire. So nice kicks. You guys do a great job in telling the stories of some of the things that people should buy, and there's other great influencers out there as well. But lots of sneakers for everyone. Buy what you like. Just got to be smart economically of what you do. But thanks for listening. Much appreciated. Sneaks Rhymes to Life. I am Lionel McDonald. You will find this on YouTube, Google, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and any other way that you consume your podcast, including Apple. Thanks for listening. Much appreciated. And we will catch you the next time.